Hi, it's Molly and welcome back to my channel. Welcome here if it's your first time. Today's video is going to be all about my favorite highlighting products. We're going to do swatches and then I'm going to talk a little bit about each product and what I love. I am so excited. I love these swatch videos and I especially love highlighters. There's just something about them. It reignites the little girl in me that loved playing with makeup. Quickly, you can find me on Instagram at Girl Get Glamorous and on Pinterest at Molly Gardner 1. There's tons of old blog posts at Girl Get Glamorous, so go check those out in between videos. Before we get into the swatches, I want to talk a little bit about finding the right highlighting shade for you personally. Once you figure out your foundation undertone, it's going to make makeup so much easier. I am a peach undertone. I will use either a very light peach highlighter or a champagne highlighter. And let me show you an example because I think this is going to make it easier to understand. We've got an icy white highlighter, a gold highlighter, and then a light peach highlighter. This icy white highlighter is going to look absolutely beautiful on somebody who is cool toned and either has a pink undertone or a silver undertone. This is gonna look really beautiful on them. On me, it's just gonna look a little bit too frosty and a little bit too obvious, like I'm really wearing a frosty highlight. And this gold shade is also beautiful, but on me, because it's darker than my skin tone and the gold is just a little bit too yellow for my peach undertone, it's going to read a little bit funky and it's gonna make my skin look highlighted, but also a little bit darker and deeper like a shadow. So it's a strange effect. And then we get down to this light peach highlighter. This is the Dior 01 highlighter. I'm gonna swatch this later, but it's a very beautiful universal highlight. And once you get a highlighter shade that works on you, it just blends in and gives your skin that gorgeous sheen without looking too icy or too deep. I hope that makes sense. Ask questions below. Definitely ask questions if it doesn't make sense because I do wanna make sure that it all helps. As far as formulas go, if you watched the highlighting tutorial, you probably saw that the Benefit What's app had that gorgeous cream formula that just melted into my skin. I love a cream or a liquid for mature skin because it didn't really accentuate my fine lines. I also find that choosing a more natural highlight like that, the Benefit What's app has a gorgeous glow, but it's not an intense, super blingy highlighter. So a softer glowing highlighter in a cream or a liquid is perfect for mature skin so that it does not accentuate fine lines around your eyes. I actually don't mind powder highlighters for mature skin. I just tend to reserve them for flash photography, filming, etc. But I do find that highlighter powders are in general a much softer formula than a traditional powder. Used sparingly, I think you can still use them on mature skin. And that's everything. So let's get started on my favorite formulas. Here we go. This Pat McGrath highlighter is one of my favorites. It's actually what I'm wearing at the beginning of this video. I love that it has both a highlighter, which is the perfect champagne shade, and also a gloss, which is not sticky, and the gloss can be worn over the highlighter on its own. Both products glide on easily, they blend like a dream, last all day. It's truly an incredible, incredible product. This is probably one of my most favorite highlighters. It does have a luxury price point, but I will say it is worth every penny. It is just, I really only have nice things to say about it, and you can layer the gloss over the highlighter for extra sheen and a glass skin finish. Benefit What's app has been one of my favorite highlighters for years. It's a gorgeous champagne shade, works on so many skin tones. For me, it's the perfect amount of highlight. It's not too much or too little. It just adds a gorgeous glow. And as you can see, it just glides so easily onto the skin. It blends like a dream. I love that it comes in both a full size or a travel size, and this is the highlighter that I bring on every trip with me. It is just a dream. This Colourpop Super Shock formula is a really cool bouncy cream texture that applies really easily and also blends really easily. This shade, Flexitarian, is a Saturday night highlight. This is a big blingy highlight. I don't wear this one too much during the week, but when I want something with extra impact for a night out or possibly for photography, this is the highlight. And Colourpop is also known for producing really high quality cosmetics at great prices. So this is an excellent price point, and they do have a full range of shades. This e.l.f. glow stick has a very cool texture and finish. The shade is called Fresh Morning Dew, and it is a clear gloss. I will say this one does not dry down completely, so if you do have tactile issues and you don't like things that are a little bit stickier on the skin, this might not be the one for you, but it is a great glass skin finish, and I believe they retail for only $4. And this prismatic highlighting stick does dry down a little bit more. And at first, the shade seems like it's going to be a little bit out there because it does have some lavender in it. But as it blends out, and especially as it blends out on the cheekbones, it just gives a really gorgeous, natural looking glow. And I love these sticks. I love the price point, and they are really easy to apply, as you can see. Becca Cosmetics are known for their amazing highlighter range. They have different formulas and different shades to suit every skin type and skin tone. This is Moonstone in the powder formula, and this is a product that I like to wear in the hotter summer months. I find that it's a very creamy powder, and I find that this shade Moonstone works really well when I have a faux tan. It is a light gold shade that looks really nice with those faux tanner formulas. I remember the first time that I tried this Dior highlighter, I could not believe my eyes. It is truly such a gorgeous formula. It is so creamy and lightweight for a powder. It almost applies like a cream. It's just really incredible. And this shade 01 is the perfect peach and champagne shade. I just truly love this highlighter. I do always feel somewhat guilty recommending luxury purchases, but if you choose to spend the money on this one, I think you're going to love it. You will not be disappointed. And I do want to note, I am applying all of these swatches really heavily. I don't normally wear this much, but I do want you guys to be able to see them in all of the swatches. If you prefer a powder formula for your highlighters, these Kevyn Aucoin, I can never say this name right. These are excellent powders for mature and dry skin. The first time I used them, I was almost taken aback because I am so used to really blingy highlighter formulas. And this is not that type of highlighter. This is a really subtle formula. It gives the most natural lit from within glow. As you can see, both of the shades have 3 different shades within each highlighting compact so that you can highlight and change your highlight shade as your skin tone changes with a faux tan, time of year, etc. These are just gorgeous on mature skin. I cannot emphasize it enough. They really and truly are an exceptional powder formula. 2 more things that I want to note. I love how easy it is to use your brush and pick up 1, 2, or 3 of the highlighter shades right in the same compact to get a gorgeous custom highlight. And then the second thing to note is that Kevyn Aucoin just released these in a new smaller size, which I think is wonderful because the originals are amazing, but they are a ton of product, and this will allow more people to try them out. Okay, on to Colourpop. I am not kidding. Just about 2 days ago, Colourpop discontinued this shade Angel Food. It is one of my favorites. It is one of the coolest, most unique, stunning highlight shades in a creamy powder formula that I have ever seen. I love using this one. I will use this one for daytime. I will use this for going out. I could bathe in Angel Food. So take to your keyboards. Please email Colourpop, let them know, tag them on Instagram, let them know that you need this shade. It's around $8, I believe. It is so creamy, so beautiful, just truly one of my favorite highlighters that I've ever owned. I love this highlighter. If we can be totally honest here, I anticipated this Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit to be one of those products that looks amazing on Instagram, but in real life emphasizes texture or looks too heavy. I could not be more wrong. This formula is so stunning. It is so creamy. The shades are really unique and gorgeous. They combine well. And the price point is sort of insane. For 4 highlighters, it's $40, which breaks down to $10 a pan. I mean, that is truly like Colourpop pricing, and I do find that these highlighters last all day with no issues. I keep this particular kit in my makeup artist kit because I love how easy it is to combine these shades and to get a custom color for whoever my client is that day. And I just truly am so blown away by this palette. I really and genuinely love it. I was at the drugstore the other day picking up a few more products, turned around and saw this new shade of the Wet n Wild highlighter. It is a gorgeous soft peach called Bloom Time, and peach highlighting shades are actually pretty hard to find, which surprises me because it's a really universally flattering shade. Anyhow, I have worn this almost nonstop since I purchased it. I do apply this sparingly when I'm not swatching it, so I wear just the smallest amount because these Wet n Wild powders are amazing, but they can emphasize pores and textures if they're worn too heavily. So I will just wear this really lightly, but it is truly an amazing formula, and I cannot believe the price point. These are, I think, only $5 each. And this is the original shade I purchased, Precious Petals, which does look great with a faux tan, but to be honest, I've worn Bloom Time so much more since I've purchased it. But they are really both gorgeous shades, gorgeous products. I cannot tell you how many mornings this Becca Cosmetics and Chrissy Teigen palette has saved me, having all of my face products in one compact. I love it. So normally what I'll do is grab a little bit of this peach shade and pop it over the apples of my cheek. It's just gorgeous. And as you can see, it starts out looking really deep and then blends out to a much lighter shade. If you have a deeper skin tone than me, you might love it as a highlight shade, but for me, I just pop it over the apples of my cheek as a blush topper. You can still find it a few different places. It is getting harder to find. I found a few new on eBay, so I will link those below, but grab it if you can. I have such a soft spot for High Beam. This was the first highlighting product I ever tried, and I remember taking photos with my friends and they would say, Molly, how do you make your skin look like that in photos? Because there were no makeup tutorials, YouTube didn't really exist, Instagram didn't exist. I think we were all on MySpace, to be honest. And I remember saying, you guys, it's this thing called highlighter. You have to try it. And it is still one of my favorite highlighting products. If there is a peach highlighter to be found, I feel like I have found it. I mean, I just love a great peach toned highlighter, and the Champagne Pop could be a little teeny bit lighter, but overall, I think it's just a beautiful shade, really universally flattering. I do like to pump a little bit out on the back of my hand first and then apply that way because so much comes out with every single pump. So just be aware of that. The Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate kits are a luxury. I am not going to lie. I think this is one of the most expensive makeup products that I own. I keep this in my work kit because I just love both the contour and the highlight on so many different skin tones. The Tom Ford highlighter is really unique in that it gives that beautiful natural glass skin look. It's a very high-end highlighter, no glitter, just a beautiful sheen is given to the skin, and it does not stay tacky. It really blends in beautifully with the skin. If you're not familiar with the expression glass skin, it's a highlighting technique that makes skin look shiny, almost like glass. It's a way to mimic really healthy, fresh-looking skin, and I love this Tom Ford highlighter for that technique. We made it. We did it. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Feel free to ask any questions below. If there's a highlighter that you want more information on, please feel free to ask in the questions. Maybe somebody else is thinking the same thing. All right, thank you for watching. Please subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye.